Alright, I did a video where I told you that I believe Phasma and Hux saw Ray's parents. Let me tell you why. Okay, couple reasons why for Hux. Hux, he lived on Jakku for a time, and he had a very abusive relationship with his father. One of the people who saved him, the person who saved him and protected him from his father was Ray Sloan. And I think that that's who he named Ray after. There's not really much to tie him to Ray other than that he lived on Jakku. Ray's never met him. Like when I'm watching the movies, there's nothing really to tie him to her other than that. For me, is that he lived on Jakku. He was protected by a lady named Ray, and he saved Phasma, who I think is Ray's mother, who has a similar background to Ray. She was a scavenger. She lived on a planet hoping to get off of it, just like Ray. And also, Ray's vision is what helped me put the two and two together. Because when she got dropped off, if you notice where the ship went, the ship is leaving Jakku as she's screaming. And where did the ship go? Of course, we don't know, but the ship flies into the First Order. That's telling me that her parents went to the First Order. Well, if you look at the First Order, who could possibly be her parents? It ain't Snoke, because why would Snoke put her there? And Snoke would have sensed the Force in her, I believe. But maybe I'm wrong about that. But I think her parents could only be Hux and Phasma. So that's part of the reason. That's part of the reason why. It's a whole lot more, but it's one of them things that's in my head. It's hard to explain to you why. The bottom line is I think Phasma and Hux are Ray's parents. Also, I want to deal with Ray's vision. I've heard a lot of theories that if you look at the lightsaber was present in all parts of her vision except the one where she got dropped to Jakku. How do you know it's not visible? Nobody knows where that was. Maz got that lightsaber. You don't know how she got it. She could have traded the Millennial Falcon for the lightsaber. The lightsaber could have been on Jakku and traded the Millennial Falcon and maybe R2D2 and some other stuff for the lightsaber. You never know. You don't know. Remember, he got his hand cut off. It fell through space. It fell down a shaft, I mean. You don't know where it went, who picked it up, and how I got it. It's very possible it could have landed on a planet full of scavengers. That's possible. Also, uh, so that's part of the reason why I think the Millennial Falcon was even on there. I think Maz traded the Millennial Falcon for the lightsaber. The lightsaber was on Jakku. She traded the Millennium Falcon, got the lightsaber around the same time, and bounced. Now, one hole in that theory is maybe Maz either didn't see Rey or didn't recognize her. But I'm thinking Han Solo recognizes Rey from somewhere. Somehow, some way he recognizes Rey. Because Maz asked him, who's the girl? Because I think Maz sees something in her. And then they cut away. So that leads me to believe that Han knew something about Rey. Hey, maybe she didn't. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. But they never addressed it. If he doesn't know anything, then what was the purpose of that scene? But anyway, Rey's having the vision. The parents leaving, and then they went to the Knights of Ren vision. I think that vision happened in the past, just like the other one. But I think that'll be addressed in another movie. I don't want to say like Rogue 2. I don't know what they're going to call that movie, but they're going to, how they did Rogue One. I think they're going to make another movie similar, explaining some of the holes in Star Wars. Rogue One was to explain how everything got started with the New Hope, and I think they'll have another movie explaining what happened between episode 6 and episode 7. If that makes sense to everybody, I think they're going to make a movie explaining some of the gaps because we don't know a lot of people's backstory. We don't know how the First Order got started. I think that movie is going to start covering stuff like that. And we don't know Snoke. I think they should get into Snoke a lot more because the Last Jedi, it's like, what? I mean, they built him up to be like he was going to be Vader level bad, and he died using a trick. I mean, it was. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. But I feel resolve. Zing, and then he's dead. What? This cat was monologuing. He was monologuing, and then he died. It was stupid, but alright. It was just like Incredibles. He was monologuing, but anyway, okay. Uh, Again, I like the movie. I'm a Star Wars fan. I watch them all. I liked all of them, all 9 of those movies, and they're all bad, but I like them all. It is what it is. Go see the movie. I think you'll like the movie. There was a lot of good things, but there was a lot of bad things. What they did with Luke Skywalker is clearly them trying to distance themselves. I think the movie could have been better, but they're getting rid of all these older characters. To me, that's what it looks like, and it looks like they're just starting over, but new Star Wars stories. I don't mind that, but the theme of Star Wars was a good theme. You're changing up the thing, and about these midichlorians. I like the midichlorians. I don't understand why people dislike the midichlorians. What's the big deal? There's something going on, but they're getting away from those. I don't know. I mean, it was working. I don't know. I just think they could have did some things better. Um, I just I want to see what they do. Also, I think Benicio del Toro is the master code breaker because it was awful convenient that this guy. This is the stupid part. There's a guy who could break out of anything, but he doesn't break out of jail until these guys show up. He could have got out at any time. I think he's the master code breaker. Probably got arrested, and the guy had his lapel in the show. But maybe that guy was the master code breaker. I don't know. But uh, I think Benicio del Toro has a much bigger role to play. I don't think somebody would have taken that role unless they were promised a bigger part. Similar to the guy in Batman versus Superman. I don't think that the guy from The Walking Dead would have taken that role to be Bruce Wayne's dad. To be Bruce Wayne's dad, unless they were going to do the Flashpoint paradox where he actually gets to be Batman, that alternate universe version of Batman. We'll see. I could be wrong about that too, but this is about Star Wars. Uh, yeah, I'm just interested to see who's the new villain and what they're going to do. I really think it's going to be Rey. Kylo Ren is still conflicted. I think he's going to be visited by Force Ghosts, probably Anakin, Luke, and yeah, probably Anakin and Luke. I'm just interested to see what they do with his parents. Han Solo's gone. I doubt that was a clone. But again, Han Solo's crafty, so you never know. Uh, we'll see. I just think they're going in a different route, so I don't want to speculate too much. But that's my Star Wars. That's my Star Wars video. I just wanted to explain a little more why I thought Hux and Phasma is Rey's parents. I'm pretty good at stuff like that. I knew who Jon Snow's parents were and that they were married season 1 of Game of Thrones, but this ain't about Game of Thrones. Uh, yeah, that's the end. Tell me what you think.